before I begin, I should tell you that there will be some spoilers, so you have been warned. Okay. Now, personally, I think that Halo 4 is the best game in the series because of several reasons. First, let's go into the multiplayer. Now, the multiplayer borrows a lot from Call of Duty, but it isn't what makes it the best. Because what I do feel in Halo 4 is that they kind of built up the success of multiplayer from Halo 3. Because Halo Reach, it really did feel like it was kind of like a stripped down version of Halo 3. It didn't feel as complete as it should have done. So, with the multiplayer of Halo 4, it felt like they took everything that was good in Halo 3 and improved it greatly in Halo 4. For example, in Halo 3, there's the map Valhalla, which is probably everyone's favourite in Halo 3. So in Halo 4, we get Valhalla, only now it's called Ragnarok, and we have the Mantis. Now the Mantis is this giant metal walking tank, and it's got a machine gun on one end, rockets on the other, and it's virtually impossible to take down unless you've got some heavy weapons like a Spartan laser, a rocket launcher, or just another Mantis, maybe. Because I've had such a heck of trouble trying to actually take one down. It's just to try and get close to the thing, and of course once you get close to the Mantis, it stomps on you, and then you're dead. So yeah, I mean, the only times I could really take it down was with a Spartan laser or some really lucky sticky grenades, and I do mean really lucky. Now, the armor abilities still make a return in Halo 4, so the armor abilities you get from Halo Reach, you get more improved versions in Halo 4. Now, my personal favourite is the Promethean Vision, because I love seeing the enemies through the walls, because people sneak up on me all the time, I keep getting killed, from behind. I keep get this animation where an enemy Spartan stabs me in the neck with a knife, and it's really annoying. So I love actually seeing the enemies through the walls. I think it could be cheating a little bit about that, wasn't it? The worst ability, probably surprisingly, is the jetpack, because the jetpack in Halo Reach, yes, I know I've kind of criticised Halo Reach a little bit, but the jetpack in Halo Reach felt like I had more fuel. In Halo 4, I don't know, I mean, it seems like it doesn't go as far as Halo Reach did. So I think they kind of stripped down the jetpack a bit, which is a minor complaint, but nothing major. So yeah, I think that the customization in Halo 4's multiplayer really does give the game a good sense of uniqueness compared to the previous Halo games. Yeah, it borrowed some things from Call of Duty, but things where every game series is borrowing something from the other one all the time, so it's no big deal. And I do like the idea of the more you upgrade your Spartan, the more weapons you unlock, the more perks you unlock. You can get like extra ammunition, extra grenades, and I always start off my Spartan with plasma grenades to start with, Promethean Vision, and possibly I might get the heavy weapon, the extra firepower perk, where you can say you can have like an assault rifle for your first weapon, and your secondary weapon have a light rifle. So, yeah, all I can say is that Halo 4's multiplayer is a big improvement compared to previous ones. Now, Spartan Ops. Spartan Ops takes the place of Firefight, which is... Spartan Ops has its good qualities, but doesn't have a lot of replayability. Now, Spartan Ops does kind of build up upon the story of Halo 4, and I appreciate that, because the cutscenes you get, the cinematics for Spartan Ops, they're really good. I mean, I think Sarah Palmer's great, the voice from the female Commander Shepard, which is... And I do like the cinematics from Spartan Ops, but the problem is that the levels themselves, they just don't really have a lot of replayability, because once you've done one, there's not really a reason to go back to them. So, because I'm kind of playing through solo mode, I'm playing solo in Spartan Ops, so maybe it's really much a game for your friends to come in as well to help you out. So maybe have a lot more fun doing that. I don't know. I just kind of felt myself missing Firefight, because I think Firefight would have been really good with the Prometheans in there, mixing in with the Covenants, trying to kill you. So yeah, Spartan Ops, you know, it's good, but not brilliant. So, but hey, you know, I look forward to each new episode just to see what they do with the cinematics for the next one. Now, the campaign. The campaign in Halo 4 perhaps has the most character depth than any previous Halo game, specifically Chief and Cortana. Because in Cortana's case, well, she's been alive for 8 years, and AIs tend to die out after 7 because they tend to think themselves to death. You know, she's starting to become rampant. And you do see like a steady degradation from mission 1 to the final mission. And the facial expressions of Cortana are fantastic. In fact, the facial expressions for all the characters are great because it reminded me so much of LA Noire because just the general look of it was just so lifelike. It was fantastic, and I think Jen Taylor, yeah, that's her name, is it? Yeah. Jen Taylor, the voice actress for Cortana, she does a fantastic performance. During the campaign, because with the voice acting compared to the facial expressions of the character of Cortana, I was really hooked and really engaged the entire time because you felt so sorry for Cortana and you felt really sort of the Cortana we've known for so long is just falling apart, and I thought that the relationship between Chief and Cortana and how they tried to deal with this was great. Because, and the Chief. Now, a few people complained that the Chief's performance or the voice acting was a little bit flat when they're trying to do sort of like a tragic relationship thing. I don't really agree with that because you gotta remember the Chief or the Spartans in general, they were at a young age, they were built to become super soldiers. And they really don't have a lot of emotions apart from strong loyalty to their teammates. And Cortana is Chief's teammate. And so I think that, his reaction to Cortana's rampancy is probably realistic, for a man who's lived Chief's life. So, yeah, I don't really have a problem with Chief's reaction with Cortana. Now, the villain in Halo 4, the Didact. I am so impressed with Didact. I loved the voice of the Didact. Now, I really want to know who played him. I want to know who played the voice of the Didact because he was fantastic. He was just so evil. Oh my gosh, he was like some kind of Shakespearean villain in a way. He was so evil. He was dripping with villainous. It was so. And I'm glad that they didn't kill him off at the end of Halo 4 because I get the feeling he's going to be the recurring villain in the Reclaimer trilogy. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing the Didact again. Now, what I'm pleasantly surprised is that they actually talked about the Human Forerunner War, which is in the novels, because there's a cutscene where you meet the librarian, of all people, when Master Chief meets the librarian, and she gives a brief history on the Human Forerunner War and a bit of and the origins of the Promethean Knights. Now, if you find the terminals in the Halo 4 campaign, it gives you a bit more of an in-depth look of the relationship between the librarian and the Didact, and it touches more on the Human Forerunner War, and it actually gives us some imagery, so we actually know what this war looked like. I was really curious to know what the Human Forerunner War actually looked like, and I'm glad that it showed us, so I'm really impressed with that. That's really all I've got to say about Halo 4. I think it's a fantastic game, quite easily the best in the series, and I'm really looking forward to Halo 5. Thanks for watching, have a nice day.